Let's start by rolling into a lunchtime lineup, trying to cook up something special. Okay. Sometimes you don't know how to start the day. Like, okay, let's just jump into some Dan Vasc comments and make it easy. Let's go. This was good. Hey, I said that. Uh, um, I read these comments already. I'm kind of going with the loose collection of, man, Rollen, you're a goofball. Never change. Nah, probably not. Now most of it's trying to put forward a little sunny disposition, if you will. We got some Avenged Sevenfold coming up today. Got a comment here. Just gonna leave it here. Just like the Chester P one. It's been a while. True. I got both of those lined up. We got Simulation from Avenged Sevenfold. Angels was next, but that was already on the channel. And Energy featuring Chester P is coming up. Viagra Boys Research Chemicals. All right, we got those out of the way. And I found the Viagra Boys Research Chemicals. So, hey, we'll throw a couple requests into reactions right here. But we got some hearts for Dan. And, of course, Dan is very popular. So, Nightwish, Dan Vasc. Oh, yes! I am so weird. Me. You're so weird. I think I'm in love. I appreciate that. Now my heart belongs to Ange, but I do appreciate hopefully bringing a little smile. I think it's only supposed to be just a little different than everyone else. It's so simple to go get the same thing repackaged 100 times. I like, well, if I don't really put a lot of forward thought into things, maybe winging it'll work it out and be kind of interesting. Or at least I love listening to you. Thank you. I appreciate that. And that's my point, is hopefully it's not all insane rambling, especially if you've been around for more than one. Now you just dropping by for the first time. Oh, boy, it's got to be an experience. I know me, so it's not like I can go hop in the middle somewhere and go, oh, let's see what this was about, and then go, oh, that's really weird. I'm like, hey, I get it. I understand what I was talking about. I digress. So yes, I appreciate the I appreciate the love. And awesome cover. I have not heard many singers with this kind of vocal control and versatility. You know what I'm saying? Now we got on the channel, Dan has become kind of a safe haven for singing covers. But we have Miss Fabian, who is, come on, let's be honest, she is pretty good vocalist. Dimash. I'm not saying you should go check it out. If it's not your thing, it's not your thing. But what an incredible vocalist. John Farnham. I mean, come on. He's the voice. And then that's, we get into the realm of personal preferences. I like the Dan Vasc because, right, I'm comfortable. I figure even if I say something, well, I don't know. I got enough examples. I don't think I fall ass backwards into saying something horrible. But I mean, if it's on that line of, whoa, is it too controversial? Well, I should have put on my Don't Tread on Me shirt for this one and kind of just doubled down on that point. Not everything that everyone dislikes is as destructive as they think it is. It just makes them feel bad. I feel bad for your hurt feelings, but at the same time, Guys should be able to, guys, gals, squirrelkin spirits should be able to express themselves without fear of ramifications for simple words coming out of their mouth. It's weird, and come on, from a tire to a few words, Dan has faced some of those slings and arrows, so I totally get it. Okay. The relaxation in front of the classic video game cracked me up. Oh, yeah, no, I liked it, and I've been literally following that. I'm a gamer, and it appears to be there's a nice movement towards some retro gaming now, just because not everybody likes to be tempted with the loot box mechanic and pay. And then, oh my God, if I'm trying to escape from the world, do I really want to log into a toxic game environment? Because the toxic game is going to be a lot more fun than the safe haven game. So, yeah. But do I really want to deal with, 14-year-old a-holes whooping my ass all day when I wanted to escape? No. It's probably why I don't play, not competitive, but as long as the game is solo, I'm cool. Let's just go have some fun with it. Okay, so fire. Well, that gets your heart going. Great workout song. Many thanks for all. You're very welcome. I really like Dan, right? I think I've explained that. Elaine Cherry, Rollen, you are one of a kind. I always get a kick out of your reactions to Dan. Keep them coming. I will. And thank you. Now, to be fair, I had to, the other side of my personality, the real Rollen out there outside of this recording, he had to turn to his coworkers this weekend and say, hey, can you help me get some of my issues under control? Because it turns out when I'm listening to Dan, I don't really get that upset. And even if I start ranting, it doesn't go crazy. But that is a possibility for me. I get pushed into a corner and I get worked up. And then instead of getting depressed, I get angry. So I'm like, hey, and hopefully Robert's out there somewhere. He should relate to this, I would think. I told him, I said, here's the deal. I have all kinds of numbers to call if I want to relapse. I haven't had to use those numbers in, 15 years, so it's not a problem. But I don't have no number to call except my honey, and she gets tired of dealing with me when I'm angry. And I'm like, hey, could you got to turn it into an a-hole, Randy. Calm down. And then, maybe I can get this all under control. And I think they're going to get me some help. I could really use a little bit of help. We get pretty busy on some days. Saturday was a 5-hour sustained rush. So So, let's say you're sitting at home going, man, I really like this, but it seems like he could sometimes. And then if you ever go check out the Mark Passio stuff I talk about, then you'll really understand what kind of high horse I can get on. It ain't no little pony I'm riding at that point. I'm like screaming on as I'm standing on a Clydesdale. Passio was very inspirational for me. Now, I know that's kind of just off the wall, but if you've been around a while, you know what I'm talking about. He had some problems in his life, so he had to disappear for a bit. I hope everything worked out, but now he's back yelling at us again, and I got to go listen to some what on earth is happening. It's a lot. Okay, so you are such a mess. I hope I'm just doubling down on all that right now. I'm sorry that I give you naughty thoughts at all. That's funny. I'm going to share this one with my honey. That creates that safe buffer. So it does make my little heart go pitter-patter, though. It turns out we got the cameras at work, and did have a moment where, I made someone's day at work. I didn't know I was capable of doing that. Thank you for your reaction. Dan is such a vocal warrior. Yes, he is. Yeah, I don't see myself. I don't see myself in those ways. Uh, do I believe I have the confidence to carry myself in a way? Oh yeah. But I always thought I was one of those. Yeah, no. Gosh, golly gee whiz, I'm pretty sure I'm just an average person. I have never much felt like I got it going on, okay? Just the confidence. I think the confidence works. But honestly, in real life, the package is substandard at best. Okay, sorry. I'm glad you the ride, not the riding the pony thing. It was just the time. You just had that nice little bomb, and then with Now here's someone who does not even need the originals, just thinks Dan knocks them all out of the park. Christina, I appreciate your comment, and you know, like someone right below you said, "Hey, Dan is the female version of Floor Jensen." Now, of course, just by reading that out loud, I'm sure the universe is going to retaliate to me. No, just kidding. But I am a little serious because Floor was the reason we got here, in a way. Really opened up more popular. Nightwish really opened up the channel. I've said it more than once. So thank you for your continued support. Wonderful response to this epic cover by Dan. His vocal abilities and presence are simply unique and mesmerizing at the same time. Thank you for sharing. Well, the truth is, thanks, Dan. As always, go over to Dan's channel and share these thoughts with him. And of course, if you've done that, then I appreciate it too. But that is always the thing, because if he didn't put out the stuff, we wouldn't be here if it didn't exist, right? So as support, that's easy. It's just that it's very good, right? I mean, it's tailor made for what the YouTube music experience is. So it's hell yeah. Let's see. Glad to see you enjoying the song so much. I liked it better than the original. Glad to see that got up there twice. So who knows? Maybe it was the. Oh, ick! Don't hurt your own comment, Rollen. Get rid of that one too. Turns out that I have arguments on nepotism, and I'm pretty sure hearting all my own comments is the height of that. So, Dan, really am enjoying it. We've got some requests that come right out of it, and hopefully you're one of the individuals that are following along for the whole ride, and I got to address your comment here, so I appreciate you. Joan, who contributed out there, thank you again. Any support helps, and we'll keep it simple. I'm just saying, it does. The more YouTube can win, the less I got to leave the house, and the more I can do on YouTube. But at the same time, it turns out for all the rocky roads that lead me to the places I'm at, I'm mostly happy, and I think I'm getting growth and learning experiences from. I can easily walk away from an environment that could be detrimental to me. Learning to weather those storms might allow me to willingly want to move up in life. Because one of my problems is, man, do I fear success. I just fear temptation. And, as we slowly inch along, building up that support network out in the real world helps. Say, okay, let's try to move this along a little farther and go somewhere and see what we can do with it all. And I'm glad Dan is a big part of it, and I'm super glad all of the subscribers, watchers, and even the fair weather fans and haters. I could have sworn I just did all them, but Oh, do not get a speeding ticket as you are rocking out to Dan on your morning commute. course, now with the amount of happiness in those emojis, I think it's just a matter of time. So, yeah, weird. Okay, I think that covers our bases. Yep, we're going to get that Chester P. Let's, how about we refresh that? Make sure we don't have to listen to it. And double check our heart situation. Excellent. I believe we have succeeded this morning. We went shorter than 20 minutes, so that's a good thing. As I was saying, who knows? I don't know who the Viagra boys are, but hey, we're going to find out. We got some more Avenged Sevenfold simulation. Energy, or ENERGY, actually, acronym for something, maybe different variations on energy, featuring some Chester P. And then I don't know, for some reason, some Volbeat popped in my head, so I was going to maybe start my day with a little energy of my own in the form of a Volbeat reaction, because it's just been a while. So, and there's only like 7 tunes on the channel, and I really like the band. So, yeah, that covers my bases, crosses my T's, dots my I's, and I've already been clear that my punctuation sucks. So, it is what it is. We'll see you later.